Hello students, this is our second video which is related to narration. In our first video we learned how do we change the narration of assertive sentences, and in this video we will learn how do we change the narration of interrogative sentences. So let us start. We have WH questions and we have yes no questions. WH questions, those questions which start with WH words. ऐसे क्वेश्चन जो WH word से start होते हैं. For example, we have what, we have when, we have why, we have how. In all these words, WH is present. WH, 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 and WH. Whenever we start any question, or whenever we start our questions with the help of these WH words, we call them WH questions. Now, talking about yes-no questions, these are such kind of questions which are being always answered in yes or no. ये ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हैं जिनका जवाब हमेशा yes या no में आता है. And these questions start with auxiliary verbs and modal verbs. For example, is, was, have, can. Let's make sentences. Is he a doctor? If he is a doctor, then your answer is yes. If he is not a doctor, then your answer is no. Second, was he present there? If he was present there, yes. If he was not present there, no. Have you bought a new car? अगर आपने कार नहीं लाई है तो yes. अगर नहीं लाई है तो आपका जवाब no है. Can I use your pen? Yes or no. So such questions which are being answered in yes or no, we call them yes no questions. Now first of all we will learn how do we report WH questions, or how do we change the narration of WH questions. We must remember 3 points. Whenever we are reporting WH questions, we must remember 3 points. First, that said or said to is changed into asked or inquired. Said or said to is changed into asked or inquired. Second, conjunction that is not used. Conjunction that is not used. Third point, that the tenses of WH questions are changed in the same way as we change them in assertive sentences. इनके tenses, WH questions के tenses हम उसी तरह change करते हैं जिस तरह हम assertive sentences के tenses change करते हैं. तो 3 बातों का ख्याल रखना है. said to और said, इनको हम change करते हैं asked और inquired में. that का इस्तेमाल हम नहीं करते, और tenses जो होते हैं उसी तरह हम change करते हैं जिस तरह हम assertive sentence में change करते हैं. So let us change the narration of these WH questions. First, he said to me, why are you sad? He said to me, why are you sad? He said to me will change into asked me. So we'll write, he asked me, why are you sad? So ये present simple है. Present simple को हम past simple में change करेंगे. Report speech is in present tense and we will change it into past tense. So he asked me why I was sad. Second, she said to me, why you broke my cup? She asked me. She asked me. Now, report speech is in past simple. and past simple changed into past perfect. So we will change it into past perfect. She asked me why I had broken her cup. रिपोर्टेड स्पीच जो था वो प्रेजेंट पास्ट सिंपल में था और पास्ट सिंपल से मैंने इसको पास्ट परफेक्ट में चेंज किया. थर्ड, द पुलिस ऑफिसर सेड व्हाट आर यू डूइंग. द पुलिस ऑफिसर enquired. Police officer will always enquire. He will not ask you. So we will write here the police officer enquired. The police officer enquired. What are you doing? Reported speech is in present continuous. At present continuous changed into past continuous. So the police officer enquired what we were doing. What we were doing. The teacher said, what were you eating? The teacher asked. The teacher asked, what were you eating? So the tense of reported speech is past continuous, and past continuous changed into past perfect continuous. So the teacher asked what we had been eating. So we must remember, whenever we are reporting WH questions, we must remember that said or said to change into asked or enquired. Second point, that is not used. And third point regarding tenses, that the tenses of WH questions are changed in the same way as we change them in the SO2 sentences. Now, let us look at yes-no questions. While reporting yes-no questions, we use if or whether in sentences. We use if or whether. Second point, that is not used here. That is not used. And third point, that's regarding tenses. Tenses are also changed in the same way as we change them in the assertive sentences or WH questions. So let us have an exercise on it. But first of all, I will rub the board. So while reporting yes-no questions, we must remember that we use if or whether. Second, conjunction that is not used. Third, tenses are changed in the same way as we change them in assertive sentences or WH questions. So let us change the narration of these examples. First, he said, do you like my car? He said we change into he asked. Now we will use if or whether. If, do you like my car? Reported speech is in present simple, and present simple changed into past simple. So we will change it into past simple. He asked if I liked his car. Second, she said to me, was he present there? She said to me, we change it to she asked me. She asked me. Now we will use if or whether. If, was he present there? Reported speech is in past simple, and past simple changed into past perfect. So we will change it into past perfect. She asked me if he had been present there. Third, John said to me, will you help me? John asked me. John asked me. Now we will use if or whether. So, whether, will you help me? Whether I, and will we change into would. Whether I would help him. Next, he said to me, can I use your pen? He said to me, he asked me. He asked me. Now we will use whether or if. Whether I will change into he. Whether he can will change into could. Whether he could use your will change into my pen. So he asked me whether he could use my pen. So this was all about interrogative sentences. I hope you have understood it well. Thanks. Stay blessed.